Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, wherever you might be in the world. We're all on the same time zone collectively. This is Wendy from News Force, and I am back with the ultimate slammer jammer. It is not the slammer jammer to beat all time, but she comes close, and it came from Tlemcen, Algeria. And we're going to go ahead and get right over to the map so I can show you guys what happened. Okay, so here we are. This right here is Africa. And we know in this area here, they've been working so hard to get cleaned up. They're doing a really good job of it. We have right here in the France area, they're starting to explode dumps. They're starting to do bursts of dumps. And we do have quieting down in this area here, which would be I'm going to label it as Greece because it's been centered around Greece. If you know anything at all about Greece, there's a lot of roots from Greece of deep state. Khazarians goes real deep into time in the 13 bloodlines, and this is where your mafia is going to start playing a role, is coming out of here. Of course, the mafia was in everything, and really, I don't know why we ever use the word mafia, guys, okay? Because the mafia was just another word for the cabal that separated the cabal, so we would ignore the cabal and we would keep talking about this mafia. They were one and the same. So Greece has kind of picked the pace up again, but it's sporadic and it's spread out, as you can see. And as you see it spreading out, that tells me it's starting to clear up. Boy, you guys put up with a heck of a pounding the last year like that. Okay. Let's go ahead and come on back out here, and we're going to come right over here to Africa to the north in Algeria. So here is Algeria, and here is Spain. Now, I just want to say one thing. All of these reports of shaking you seeing through here is coming from this dumb right here, guys, okay? For some reason, this morning, it does not want to show me the shaking on this, but I can kind of see why, okay? So here it is in the north, in Tlemcen. It's just about to the ocean, okay, guys? And I do see a couple of reports showing up, but well, let's see how deep it is first, because there isn't very many reports. You would think with a slammer jammer like this, it would just be lit up. I mean, look at just across the water what that one did here. You know, look at all of that. And that one was a couple of days ago. Let's just get a look here. Yeah, so, okay, it was a 3 km. It was towards the surface, and it was a 5.3, so I could see that. All right, let's go to the reason why we're talking. All right, let's go on in closer and hit it. All right, here we go. It's 3 days ago. She was a 10 kmer. Woo! And look at that blast. 6.6, of course. Okay, when they use numbers like 6.6 and 3.3, they are talking to us. They're letting us know that they hit something big here, guys, all right? They're letting us know this was deep state, and it was as bad as it gets. I can just about imagine the size of the dump, considering it was a 10 km. We did have a time when nobody would listen to my reports because they thought I was crazy about it. And during that time was last year and the year before. And it did a lot of it just in the United States. See, you guys have to understand that something changed in the United States. As I watched over the last 3 years, we were at magnitudes of 7.4, 7.3, 7.6, constantly in one area all throughout the United States. They were large numbers and they were average numbers, and all of a sudden it seems like the numbers as far as the dumb blast, the magnitude of it, seems to have gone way down. So I think this is kind of a good sign, is what I'm getting at. If we're looking at what we're looking at now on a 10km at 6.6, imagine what it would be at an 8.3. So, I'm thinking maybe they started with the much larger dumbs, and much larger, and took care of them first, because now we're in the lower numbers. So I don't see any bursts around this at all. Let's go ahead and get off the map here so we can look. All right. Let's go in closer. I don't see any bursts around it or anything like that. It looks like our shaking has gone away again. Let me click on it, see if we can get it triggered. Gonna come in close. I'd really like to see what these guys had to say about it. Okay, it doesn't look like the map system wants to give it up today. All right, we're going in close, guys. We're just going to take a look at what's around it. Okay, wow, I'm seeing cropland. I wouldn't, right near a river, guys. Right here. Let's see what it is. These things are important. Oh, no. Well, it's a dried up river right now. It's just the riverbed. So it looks like water does flow through it, maybe overflow or something. I do believe I'm having a flashback. We did a whole bunch of dumbs in this area about a year and a half ago, and it was huge. They went off on this area. You couldn't even see any of this at all. It was so full, guys. All right, let's just go in real close and see what we can see. Okay, these are normal roads, just the through roads that they use. Nothing unusual. Group of trees type of deal. Yeah, so it's just out in some farmland, guys, but she's huge. I can't even imagine what's down there like that. Let's pull back out. We're going to go ahead and head over to the States real quick. I need to show you guys this. Let me turn the map around straight. All right, let's go on in. Oh, it looks like we had one go off in South Carolina. We're going to be taking a look at that. That must have just happened in the last 2 hours. Right over here. We'll take a look at that after we're done with Tennessee. Okay, so we had one go off just outside of Knoxville. And you guys know how big it is for 10kmers. Good for you. I know you guys saw a lot of circles. You're like, why is she just picking this one? Okay. And that magnitude, they're not telling us. So it's probably a 4 to a 5 right in through there. But if it comes back as a 3.5, usually they don't want you to know what the blast was. So they'll even take the shaking away too, guys. Okay, like that sometimes. And we do have some shaking. So let's go on in close and take a look at this dumb here in Tennessee. Oops. There we go. All right. So Maryville, it was to the north and to the, oh, look at that. On another river, guys. There she blows. Good, nice, quick access. And honestly, guys, it's not about the river. It's about what's down below. Okay, so Light Pink Road and Turtle Road. Interesting names. Let's come on in closer. Just about at the V where these two roads connect. Interesting. A V, right? I used to always point out V's to you guys. V's are a very important part in all of this as far as the movie goes. You saw when Trump got up from the ground from his fight deal. It was a V, okay? And if you go out to LA, just about to the ocean, and kind of open up the map a little bit, you'll see right there where it begins to get on the highway. We had a massive DUMS that I reported on last year in that area, and it happened right on the V. It's where two major roads come together. For those of you that live out there, I'll bet you could do better at this. But a lot of hidden V's all over. I see them all day and stuff. So, I'm just pointing that out. Okay, let's go ahead and come on back out here, guys. So this river right here is trying to get it to show me, guys. There it is. Fort Loudon Lake. They're calling that, but that's not the actual river. Here nor there, you get the idea. Let's just kind of, oh, there's barges. Perfect. Right, guys? Right down the street. Right around the bend. Look at that. There's your barges. There's your, I don't know. You have to use your discernment, guys, and everything, especially moving forward right now. You guys have really got to have to trust your gut instincts on all of this, okay? Because there is so much confusion going on, and it's supposed to be that way. Have you ever had somebody making a noise in another room and somebody goes in the other room and turns the radio up? It's like that. We don't want the people to see the noise, because when the people see the noise, guess who else sees the noise? The deep state. Like that, guys. So a lot of times that's why there's a lot of ruckus going on with crazy stuff, like people being killed out in Hollywood, and we got our false flag over here. This guy shot up a person in a parking lot. Just anything to distract from what the military is really doing. Now, one other thing let's go over. I'm sorry, I forgot about our little slammer jammer here in South Carolina. Let's go on over there. Somerville to the north and to the east, guys. 46 minutes ago. There we go. Look at that. Oh, that is just awesome. For what you guys have been going through there in South Carolina, you deserve a good 10 km. We don't know what the blast was yet, but we will find out. They usually post it in 1 to 2 days, and usually it's not the truth if they show us that question mark. The reason why I know that is because when I've gone back and I see it's a 3.5 and they start lighting it up on the people reporting it, the reports are off the chart. There's blue and green and yellow all over the place, and they're trying to tell me it was a 3.5. Yeah, I don't think so. Try again. Go fish, military. Okay, let's get a look at where it's at. All right, guys. So North Charleston area, Somerville just to the north and east. And okay, let's see some oh, look at that, guys. Ooh, Highway 17. Woohoo, we like seeing that. Let's see what this road is here, just real quick. It's the 402. Okay, so it's in between the 402 and Highway 17. Okay. All right, I see some farms out here around the area. All right. And this is outside of the farm area, just in the middle of no man's land. Bullhead Run, it's called, guys. So there we go. And with that, those are my reports for this morning. I may be back on. It seems like the pace is really picking up, guys. So if I do see some more slammer jammers, I'll definitely come back on and have at her. With that, enjoy your day, South Carolina. Enjoy your day, Knoxville, Tennessee. And most of all, Algeria. Enjoy your day too. We are a much safer and more peaceful place every time we see another round circles. I will always favor round circles. Wendy from News Force, over and out.